This is training for bingo early and late crew.
Okay. So thanks again for coming. Just to start off, the bingo hall is located just north of the Centennial Pool on Newkirk before Elgin. You see a large sign, Delta Bingo, out front. And the setup of the hall is basically a box where all the clientele sit in the middle, the bingo caller at the front. There are 3 offices in the middle of the hall. If you park along the side, there is an entrance right here. You can come in, if you park right there, you can come in, and we're usually in the center office. That's where the crew chief is located. So when you arrive there, you'll come in to check in with the crew chief and to sign in on we have an attendance sheet, and that's how we award you your points. So again, if you use your family account number, that'll be the best way of making sure you get your points. Okay? So the way we set it up is there's the crew chief in the center office who will assign you positions. We will have 3 or 4 other people in that center office selling tickets. We will have another 2 people at the front of the hall. This is a terrible schematic, but 2 people at least at the front of the hall at the what we call the front desk selling tickets. There are 2 different types of tickets. I'll go through those in a second. At the front desk, we sell what are known as books, and all the books is we are selling tickets in bulk. And at the specials office, in the middle here, we sell individual tickets. Okay? So early people show up at 5 o'clock, and you'll be working to about 5, starting from 5 to about 8:15. And what the crew chief will do is assign 2 people from the early crew to the front desk to sell the books, and 1 person will stay in the specials office. Now, the first job that an early crew person will do is to count tickets. The hall issues us just a stack of all these different types of tickets, and I'll explain each one of the tickets for you. So we have to count how many of the tickets that we are given, because we are responsible for either returning those tickets or cash. Okay? So simply all our job is to do is sell tickets, take the proceeds, pay out prizes, and then the difference is our profit. We share the profits with 25 other charities. Okay? So in the course of a year, you'll see about $2 to $3 million going through that bingo hall. Our share of the profit last year was just over $30,000. A few years ago, before the smoking ban, it was over $60,000. This year, we'll probably get about $40,000. So that helps to defray the costs of pool time, coaching salaries, so it brings everyone's membership fees down. Okay? So you'll arrive at the hall, check in with the crew chief, help count tickets. The crew chief will then assign you to a position either at the front desk or in the specials office. Okay? Now, this front desk, it works from 6 o'clock we start selling tickets. At just after 7 o'clock we stop selling tickets at the front desk because the games have started to be played at that point. So at that point, the people at the front desk will then total up the unsold tickets and bring back the cash till that you'll be using there. The cash till will go back to the specials office along with those unsold tickets because we have to reconcile them with the hall manager. Okay. The hall manager is an employee of the bingo hall, okay, and they oversee what's going on. So in addition, there will be people selling tickets, employees of the hall, selling tickets on the floor to the customers. Okay? So once you finish there, you will go back to the specials office to help with counting money or counting other tickets or selling those specials tickets, the individual tickets. Okay? But at that point, you'll be finished by about 8:15. So if I can go through the books, which are sold at the front desk. The books are pretty easy now. This first green ticket is a bulk ticket. That's the first game of the night. It's called the accumulator. Okay. It's sold either as an individual strip or in a 6 bulk. Okay. So members will use, the customers will use either accumulator or early bird. There's different names that they'll use. So that's the first ticket. The prices for each of the tickets will be on a little post-it note, and the crew chief will set up the tickets in sequence of how popular the tickets are. There'll be the name and the price of the ticket in front of you. So you'll be doing one job, so you'll learn how to do that game or that sale. So it'll be very easy once you've done it for about a half an hour. Okay. So that's the accumulator, and then there are the bulk tickets for the rest of the games during the course of the night. This is a single, so all you're referring to by a single is that it's one row of 3 blocks. Okay. So there's the single, a 2 strip, which is just 2 rows of 3, a 3 strip, and then we actually have 2 different types of 6 strips. Okay. Now, they are the exact same ticket. They're the same games being played. However, one is harder to play than the other. So one, of course, is called the easy, and the other one's called random. For you, the easy way to determine the difference when you're looking at it, in the center block, you'll see the word free with 2 numbers on it. Okay? That's the easy ticket. The other one is called random, and it has 4 or 6 numbers in the center block. That's just for you to identify it. The reason why this is easier to play is that a number will only occur once in a row. So if a bingo caller calls out B3, the person will dab B3 and doesn't have to look down the rest of the row. They'll go on to the next column of Bs. Okay. Over here, for instance, the number B2 occurs twice in a row. So it's just more challenging for the player. Okay. So once you finish selling those tickets at the front, you'll go back to the specials room where the crew chief may assign you to help with counting unsold tickets, counting cash, or dealing with the hall employees, who are called runners. We give the runners tickets at the beginning of the evening. Okay. The runners then go out onto the floor and sell those tickets. And then they'll be coming back as each game is finished with unsold tickets or cash. So we'll either have to count tickets or count cash as they're returned and reconcile with how many tickets were given to those hall runners. And we have a sheet for each person, each hall employee, to reconcile. So one person will be assigned to doing that reconciliation. 2 people will be assigned